We back with another episode, man. Right now, you already know who it is, man. We right next to my boy Tricky Dicky, man. Tricky, when was the first time we met, bro?
First time we met, man. I would have to say it was at, I think it was the Lovers and Friends.
Party, right? Yeah. Did you win that, or was it, you won that, right? Yeah, you won that one. Yeah. So for people who don't know, man, well, starting off, welcome back. We're back with Ultimate Vision. Don't know what episode this is. I don't even want to bring up the episodes because I got a lot of filmed episodes we hadn't even put out. But shit, it's good. It's a work in progress. We're back. But yeah, for those who don't know, I throw some parties on the side, man, and we had a little rap competition at the party, and my boy Tricky won that bitch. He held the belt twice. You held the belt twice. Yeah, two-time champion. Dose. Right now the champ belongs to Miss Chavez. I think her name Siobhan. I don't know. Yeah, young lady. Yeah. Congrats to her. She did her thing at the last one. But yeah, man, ever since I met Tricky, man, he really been on some lit shit, man. This nigga really been doing everything. You know what I'm saying? Right now we with a little bit of a ghetto setup. We got one mic. But it's cool. We're gonna make it work, right?
That's all it knows.
Yeah, we're gonna make it work. And who's your lady you got with you?
Oh, man, this is my beautiful baby boo. You know what I'm talking about right here? She trying to tell me
That's
that.
cute right there.
What? What you mean? What I got to say? Yeah, my name Nisha. My name is Nisha. Why you trying to make me talk?
Look, she was talking hot shit before the podcast started. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You was on that type of energy. Y'all see the type of energy she probably was on.
What you mean? What type of energy was on?
I said, I said, I'm a vernacular vocabulary warrior or something. And she was like, me too. Yeah, so here, your skills is about to be on display in front of the world. Look at the world. Tell the world, hey, wave at the world, bro. Look. What's up? What's up? You know what I'm saying? Tricky, how you feeling, bro?
I'm chilling, man. I'm feeling good. It's summertime. I thrive in the summertime. You know, it's cancer season in full effect. We out here. You feel me? So yeah, I'm feeling good.
Cancer season for real, bro. But yeah, man. Enough with the introductions, man. Y'all know Tricky, man. This is my nigga, man. Go follow him on all platforms. Tricky, where can they find you at?
Okay, so you know what I'm saying? I'm on Twitter at Northside Tricky. That's NAWFSIDETRIKKY. Then you know what I'm saying? You got the Facebook. You can just Tricky Dicky on that bitch. You know what I'm saying? On Spotify, Tricky Dicky. On goddamn me, iTunes, Tricky Dicky. On shit, wherever you listen to music, you put in that goddamn Tricky Dicky. You feel me? And I'ma pop up there. You gonna see my smiling face. And you know I'm gonna hit you with some shit that's gonna, you know, make you toe tap. Goddamn me, for real. Yeah.
No knee slappers?
Yeah, a couple of knee slappers, a couple of rump shakers.
Let me see this bitch back. All right, so let's get into our first topic. Big thing that happened today. Roe versus Wade got overturned. Before we give our opinions, man, it's a really heated topic, man. It's people really willing to die behind killing babies. I mean, my bad. I basically, man, where I stand with that shit, personally, bro, I'm not gonna lie to you, and it's the unpopular opinion, but I am pro-life. I don't have a vote in it, you know what I'm saying? So for me personally, I'm not gonna tell you what to do when the law is presented. You can do whatever you want to do. In my opinion, you know, it's a free country. You have free choice to do that. But personally, in my beliefs, man, I'm pro-life. Me personally, I believe that life begins whenever an embryo is seeded. Because a lot of women will also say, like, for me, the argument whenever it comes to women saying my body, my choice, there have been test tube babies in science. You know what I'm saying? There have been babies that have been grown in a lab with just a male seed and a female egg. And for me, it's a situation where you technically don't need the female body to grow a baby. You know what I'm saying? So for me, what that means to me is basically life begins once the seed meets the egg. So that's just how I perceive that. For a more crazier thought I was thinking about earlier, I was like, man, what is something people love to say whenever they don't fuck with you? Or if you, even as a joke, they'll say some shit like, your mama should have aborted you. And so for me, if you've said that, you know what I'm saying? If you saying your mom should have aborted you, that means that you shouldn't have had a life. And so when I was sitting back thinking about that saying, I was like, you know, how many people have been aborted that could have really been somebody? You know what I'm saying? Could have. How many inventors? How many musicians? How many people we prevented? You know what I'm saying? Like, I know this is off the wall, and I'm gonna wrap it up with this one, but this is a little bit off the wall. But LeBron James, man, became a billionaire this year. You know, a couple weeks ago. Statistically, that's impossible. It wasn't supposed to happen. Black man from Akron, Ohio, coming from the hood. There was a good chance his mom was probably thinking about aborting him. And if he would have been aborted, we wouldn't have LeBron James. Exactly. So, Tricky, we're going to pass the mic down the line. That's my little two-piece. Tricky, how do you feel about that, man? It's a deep subject. You don't have to say much.
Well, shit, man. Okay, so a few things that you spoke about, I'm just going to touch on it. I'm not really gonna say my standpoint on it because I feel like you said I don't really have a vote in it. I'm a man, you know. I'm gonna stay mostly out of women's business, even though we know it takes two to tango. You know, at least that's what we say before the scientists and Bill Nye and all them start sticking their fingers up in the solution. You know, that the all natural way it take two to, you know, get that thing jumping. But my whole thing with the whole way of life, I feel like it's so many double standards in life and whatnot. And like I hate to put all the accountability on the woman, put all the accountability or all the pressure on the egg and put none on the seed. People say, you know, your mama should have aborted you. Same difference as they say your mama should have swallowed you. So, you know, the nut and the egg are just as, you know, needed. You feel me? So it's like, that's how I feel about it. You know, I'm tired of, you know, people in life, whether it be we talking about male and female, black, white, whatever it is. I'm tired of people trying to put different rules on different sets of people, but, you know, we all really just trying to figure this thing out. So that's how I feel about it. Can we get, you know, 2 cents from the lady in the room on this subject?
So it's the woman right here. Your voice is most important. Go ahead, give it a mic. Give it a mic.
I don't have no comment on it.
Comment? Why no comment? I just if you don't have to answer it, but why no comment? Are you scared?
It's not about being scared. It's just nobody's gonna ever understand what it's like to be a woman. So
Of course not.
almost like I can sit here and explain how this feels, how that feel all day, but at the end of the day, like nobody's gonna understand. Like people know, everything that I'm finna say, everybody already know. Everybody know that there's women that get raped, they have no choice, and there's nothing against. I'm saying everybody know that there's women that get raped, they have no choice, and there's no laws against it. There's no laws against the men that's raping and running up to women. Huh? Go ahead.
What statistics you think? What's the statistics of women that get abortions that have been raped? What do you think it is?
I have no idea, but I know it has to be high.
No, it's not. It's at the statistics show that it's less than 1%.
Yeah, statistics.
Go ahead, my bad. I won't interrupt again.
If I'm gonna say this word right, because no, I'm talking about subjective. I was gonna say in my experience, all that stuff could be subjective. How the fuck do we know? Shit. Somebody can, I'm just saying, anybody can say that, like, to be honest. But from personal experience, every motherfucking woman I know done been raped, touched unwantedly. So it's kind of like there's so many women that just get abortions, and a lot. And a lot of them don't talk about it.
Why do you feel that they got an abortion?
Because, first of all, the shame.
No. Why
you talking about?
No, like, what do you feel like was going through their mind to make them go get an abortion?
You talking about in the situations that I was describing?
Of course, every situation, but how do you feel? Like, from the friends that you know that got an abortion, why did they get their abortion?
The father was abusive, or like they were forced, or like it was incest. It was an incest baby.
My father was abusive.
Well, when I say abusive, I'm being very broad. So I'm not just saying like, when I say abuse, I'm mostly talking about like sexual abuse and incest and like incestual abuse. Okay. And we all know what that does. So should we all just have incest babies? I mean, I don't know. And then have you actually met a person that is a rape baby before? That's something that I'm curious about.
No, I've never met anybody that's a rape baby. The thing with the whole abortions for rape, I understand that. The thing that I have to say about that is rape is horrible. No good man, no regular man will ever say rape is a good thing. But there are also women who have been raped, who've been scarred for life. You know what I'm saying? There's been women who've been raped and they've been beaten. Some women have been beaten so badly that they aren't able to walk, that they aren't able to do it. The sad part about rape is the rape doesn't cause damage for that one instance of just being raped. A rape can traumatize you for a lifetime. And so I hate, and there's nothing that could take away that pain. And so for me personally, as somebody who believes that life starts whenever an embryo is seeded, I don't believe that pain should be taken out on a child.
I don't think it's taken out. I think it's more the energy is transferred.
I believe that when you say energy is transferred, what do you mean by that?
Just like I don't know, just like disease or whatever. Just like if a mom has HIV or has a disease and they can have the baby and that baby can have it directly, or if the mom is under stress, too much stress, the dad's aggressive or whatever, her family isn't supportive, the baby can just flat out die, or she can have a miscarriage. All of that, like how the mother is, her energy state, everything about the mother is gonna affect that baby. So if she's under PTSD and traumatic and she's scared because she just got raped and the baby daddy is the raper, that's gonna ruin everything psychologically, chemically, DNA. That's gonna literally mess up everything. And not to mention if the person's related to her. So, but it's like, this is stuff people already know. So it's like when I say not that there's no point, but it's just kind of like people know this, and it's kind of like people don't take it that serious because people don't realize how often rape happens. Rape is normalized. You could walk down the street, somebody could do something to you, and a lot of times people will blame the victim. Well, he seems like a nice guy. Oh, well, that's my homeboy. He don't seem like he'll do that. A lot of people get away with it. Homeboys, friends, nobody says shit. People act like that people are more concerned with if a girl is lying on him to mess up his reputation, rather than, let's go get this dude. So
let's get back to it.
Yeah. Oh. Okay. So what was the statement that was made?
She basically said that they were pushing the energy.
Yeah. Okay. Boom. Yeah. The energy transference. So bam. Certain religions, they only eat kosher meat. You feel me? And kosher meat, they say, is meat that has died of natural causes and or meat that has been blessed. the reason why certain religions only eat kosher meat is because when a lamb is led to the slaughter, the fear that is produced from knowledge, acknowledgement of death, that adrenaline that pumps through you as any type of living creature, it creates a toxin in your bloodstream. So when she says energy transfer, yeah, on a spiritual level, energy transfer, but even on a scientific level, a woman being raped and she's being impregnated with the seed of a rape during that traumatic situation, her whole DNA, her bloodstream, everything has been toxified with the creation of that child. So, you know what I'm saying, it's a messed up situation bringing that life into.
So can I be real with you?
No, real quick, I would say one would say the life of that child is already been altered or affected in a negative way. So yeah, not death, but set up for a life that is damn near close to something that would be want to take their life.
Just real quick, I pulled up the statistics for the incest. Just 1% of women obtain an abortion because they became pregnant through rape, and less than 0.5% do because of incest. Just real quick. The thing about it is, I hear what you guys are saying, and I don't disagree with any of the statements you make. The only thing I disagree with you is that the abortion is going to help solve or lessen the trauma.
Yeah, I never said that.
Well, I'm not gonna say that you did, but I'm just saying I personally don't feel like if you're raped and you become pregnant, I personally do not feel like an abortion is warranted on a child who also is affected by the rape. If anything, the child has nothing to really look up to, and of course it can seem bleak and dark in a situation to where it would be horrible, to know that your father is a rapist, but that doesn't mean that children of horrible people deserve to not live. And so that's why I feel like that's like saying kids of serial killers should also go to jail, or kids of people who are rapists should also suffer their father's sins. And it's like,
I'm not saying kids of it should die.
No, of course.
What I'm saying is that choice should be
So
completely left up to the mother.
can I ask you one question then? When does a life become a life?
When does a life become a life? So, like, I don't know the exact terminology for it.
But when do you believe a person become? When do you believe a soul reaches? Do you believe in souls?
I'm gonna tap in on it while you think about it. Is that cool, or you want me?
That's fine.
All right, bam. Well, while she think about it,
We're being polite.
in America, as far as I'm concerned, we get a little controversial. In America, a life becomes a life when your ass got a social security and an ID, and they can keep tabs on your ass and monetary taxation and so on and so forth.
Illegal immigrants alive?
Nope, not they don't count. If you like. Not in America, not in a financial standpoint. Now in a spiritual standpoint,
I'm talking about
spiritually, yeah, as soon as, however it works, because I'm not a very religious man, but however it works when the soul hits the body and in the embryo and the egg and it creates and that heartbeat forms, that is when the life starts. But we're talking about rights. We're talking about who has the right of a decision. You talking about life, but the full spectrum of the conversation we having is about the rights to make a choice and a decision.
Well, the reason why I say that is
Honestly,
hold on, just real quick. The reason why I say when a life becomes a life, because at what point does it become murder?
okay, so
That's the whole reason why I say that, because if I believe that a life starts whenever an embryo is seeded, to me, technically, if you're getting an abortion, that is technically murder.
okay.
So that's
You can say the CEO of McDonald's is a murderer.
Okay, we gotta think. Okay, but you can't think about it as like like when exactly is the point that it becomes life. You have to think about it as like when a woman is developing a baby, it's like a little sack of cells for a long time, and it slowly develops into a person, and it don't become an actual human with appendages and a head and formulated body until she's in like, you know, her later trimesters. Like, and so yeah, if a woman's like 4 to fucking 8 months pregnant, that would be crazy to have an abortion, of course, because that's a fully developed human. But if it's just like a sack of cells, and it's literally like a sack of cells, that's not a person that she's murdering. So I feel like people are I feel like that's a reach. Yeah, I was gonna say I feel like that's a reach, because a lot of people. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I just feel like for something that's not happening to men, I feel like it seems like there's a lot of men that want control over that. And I'm not talking about you, but I'm just saying, like, for something that's not happening in there with them, it just seems like they're just so like, we have to and I'm just like, why aren't we have to stop the rapists? Why aren't
you don't listen to James Brown?
I feel like it's presumptuous. And the one thing I'll say that is the reason why I say that abortions do involve men is because the baby can turn out whichever sex, male or female. So it affects us all. You know what I'm saying? Because whether you love him, right? You like him? That's what I'm saying. So what if his mother decided to have an abortion? Or what if your mother decided to have an abortion? So at that point, I hear what you're saying. On the basic level, yes, it does affect women. But in the broad general sense of things, and this is where I want to get to. The reason why I'm pro-life, and the reason why I'm so scared of us determining a life at whatever stage, is because later on down the line, some people might say, oh, he's special needs. There's no reason for him to be alive because he's just suffering. He's blind. He can't even see. He can't see like us. And I hear what everybody is saying, but the problem is when we start drawing these lines in the sand, eventually when is it going to stop?
Yeah, I hear that.
It's a scary thing. For me, it's safer as a person to say that baby becomes a life as soon as conception happens. And so for me, it's a lot safer for us to go ahead and assume that when we start determining, oh no, it's just a clump of cells, or it has just a few heartbeats, or it hasn't even developed ears, or it's developed ears but it hasn't developed fingers.
I feel like men have a lot to say about something they're not carrying. Like, think about it. You're not the one that's going to have to actually deal with this. Yes, it's going to affect you emotionally. Maybe y'all will get some kind of postpartum mirrored symptoms, but y'all are never going to actually carry that weight. You carry the support of the weight. Yes, y'all are just as important in the creative process. But I feel like what a lot of men don't understand is that there's a lot of when like women have to actually carry that. So let's throw Ray back in there. Say a woman gets raped and she goes through with that. Man, nowhere to be found. Half the time these men, But think about. Let me finish this though. Half of that stuff, a lot of that stuff is not even reported. That's assuming that all of that's reported. A lot of things are hidden, not reported. Incestual rape is some of the top rape, and it's not reported because a lot of communities, especially the black community, protects cousins and older whatever the hells and all that shit. So you gotta think about it. That's just what's on paper, but what's really going on when you get out in the streets, not that.
So basically what I want to touch on is, I hear you out, but what if we get to a point in society and science to where women no longer have to carry babies? Which is very feasible. It's very possible. Well, you've heard of surrogates, right? Yeah, okay. We're at a point to where women don't have to carry babies. And so what I'm basically trying to say is, I understand that a woman carrying the baby is a lot and it's a lot stressful. But can I ask you something? How are babies made? Okay, so do you think when people are having sex that they know this information or they don't know this information?
Who the people are.
So do you think a majority, let's say 95%. Do you think 95% of people who have sex know that when they have sex that there's a possibility of a baby?
Nah.
So you think right now there's people having sex who don't know how a baby is made?
I think the vast majority of people having sex right now, and this is unfortunate, but this is my experience from people that I've spoken with. A vast majority of people that are having sex are being manipulated into sex.
Of course.
And if you being manipulated into sex, you are not thinking a baby is about to come out of this date, this meeting of this person.
Old enough to understand pregnancy. You might be 12.
Can I understand? Can I tell you something? And I personally believe that people do understand where babies come from a young age. I knew where babies came from when I was 6 or 7 years old. And whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, I don't know. I personally believe that when sex is wanted, there's only one way, I believe, to prevent pregnancy. Do you know what that way is?
Jimmy hats?
No.
Abstinence.
There we go. Ding, ding, ding. Abstinence is the way of creating sex. And I feel like we've all been in class and they've all told us about it, right? And what do? We scoff, we laugh, we make fun of it. Like, oh, who's not having sex? I feel like as a culture, we need to start giving sex the respect it deserves. And I feel like as a culture, we need to start saying like things like, okay, instead of propagating, because I'm going on a little tangent right now. I just watched, my girl forced me to watch Jocelyn's Cabaret. That shit is so fucking trash, bro. That shit feels like it was designed by the Russians to destroy our culture. What I'm trying to tell people is sex should be looked at as this beautiful act between a man and a woman who love each other. We should stop having sex until we start. I feel like we should stop having sex until we start respecting it more. And a lot of people will be like, "Oh, you sound like a right-wing conservative Christian." No, there's a reason why they wrote this shit down in the Bible, because they know that having a lot of sex leads to a bad society. It leads to a society where you have broken homes, where you have fatherless homes, you might have motherless homes. It's a situation where if you don't respect sex and you don't, there's a lot, because let's look at it though. A lot of people that practice abstinence lead on to have healthy relationships in life. When it comes to, especially if you respect sex a lot more, Christian Judeo values, people who practice those typically don't run into a lot of the problems that people who don't when it comes to sex.
Because they be living a life unknown to they damn self. They be living a life that they think they supposed to live, so they only perception of what they can do, what they're able to do, where they're gonna go is inside of a box all fucking ready. So of course they're not worried about cheating. They're not worried about this, that, and the third, because as far as they concerned, when the marriage go on, they done signed and sealed the deal to this person. This is what they're supposed to do to bring honor to their family, so how dare they step out of it? How I feel about that shit, but I don't know.
I feel like people should. I feel like at the end of the day, niggas ain't carrying babies in their motherfucking stomach.
No, don't talk in general.
Like, dang. But anyway, I just dropped my water. I'm gonna get it. But anyway, I feel like at the end of the day, niggas ain't pushing babies out their motherfucking stomach. Niggas always want to tell somebody what to do. Y'all already got all the damn power. Goddamn. How much more do y'all want, Thanos? Shit. Like, damn. Like, damn. But no. On a serious note. What was I gonna say? Nah, but that was a joke. But I was gonna say no, cause women, yeah, we run this shit. But I was gonna say no. I just feel like I don't know, like the whole is it murder and like all this stuff. Like I just feel like look, like if you got like a malicious woman just going out aborting babies, okay, you know what I mean. But the probability of that versus a woman who's actually a victim and going through stuff is very slim. The probability of just a malicious evil serial aborter, like because naturally it's in women's DNA. Naturally it's in women's DNA to want children into like literally they did a study on women versus men brains, and they showed women pictures of babies and the certain part of your brain that show. but anyway, like the part of your women, the part of the women's brain that shows like empathy and I need and love and all that part of your brain lit up for women when they were showing pictures of like babies and stuff like that. But the part of that for men did not. It was just like, oh, blah blah blah. So it's like women naturally need and want babies, so it's like ain't no woman just gonna add, it's gonna be rare. It's gonna be one of them rare cases if a woman come out of woodworks and just aborting babies. So I feel like when people are just so quick to be worried about like, yeah, everybody's quick to be worried about is it murder and ain't no woman just woke up one day and decided to murder babies. And if so, that's a rare, crazy case that we find out the woodworks. But it is, yeah, it's definitely not rape. It's definitely not rare. It's actually very, very, very common. Almost every motherfucking woman I know has been touched, raped. But guess what? It's not reported. Guess what? The dude that raped her, he's popular. He's a football player at school. He's your homeboy. Huh? Can you say his name? No, I'm saying he's the. Can you say his name? If he's a rapist, can you say his name if you know? No. Right now he's raping women, and if you here's the thing, you can't say the person's name because it's the person next to you. It's the homeboy. It's the football player. Like literally, yeah. I'm not talking about y'all two, but I'm saying what I'm saying is there's no one person that we gotta go get. I'm saying
you said you knew somebody. It's on tape, but you said you knew somebody that's raping people. I want this person to stop.
You said I said that I knew somebody that was raping people.
You sound like you knew somebody, or did I mishear you?
What I'm saying is,
if you know somebody that's raping somebody, you're part of the problem.
Yeah. This is what I said. I'm saying that there is no one person that we need to go get. I'm saying rape is so common and standard, and it's done a lot by popular people to where it's so normalized to where it's not that one person. It's usually it's usually a friend, a homeboy.
Is rape legal or illegal?
It depends.
In the United States, is rape illegal or legal?
You said in the United States?
Is raping somebody breaking the law? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you know somebody who is raping somebody, why are you not bringing them to the law?
Okay. So,
because right now he is raping another woman.
So you're speaking on one person.
I'm not speaking on one person.
If you know somebody that's raping somebody, okay, so if you don't, just like you don't, I don't. What I'm saying is,
you were just saying that it could be your person next to you. How can you know it could be somebody if you don't know?
Because that's how common it is. That's how high it is.
So how many rapists have you known?
You said how many rapists have I known?
Yeah. How many people that you know that have been raped and told you who the rapist is?
Honestly, I can't even count.
So
I would say probably one in a few women have probably been raped.
Okay, and I understand.
So I wouldn't even be able to tell you.
Why are we not bringing these men to justice?
I think we shouldn't put so much blame on the women because the women speak up. It's what they.
Blame on the women.
Yeah.
I'm asking you a question.
Yeah.
And I need you to answer my question. If you know somebody who has raped somebody, or you know a rape victim, why haven't they spoken out?
So I don't think it's a matter of why haven't they spoken up, because each situation. But because you're being very broad. Like there's, listen, okay, but look, you're saying like if there's a person that's been raped, and if someone's told me a story, why hasn't it been brought to the light? So
it's a situation where if Tricky told me right now he raped a girl, I would go in the other room and call 911 and let them know he raped somebody.
No, I got it.
Because it's a situation where I don't believe rape should exist in our society. It does. It's a horrible fact. It does. But at the end of the day, rapists don't go get justice when you stay silent. So a lot of women need to understand that they have to speak out.
Okay, so wait. So what about the women who speak out? And wait a minute, and let me completely finish. What about the women who speak out and they're told by the homeboy, the brother, the friend, hush, nobody gonna believe you, or we gonna kill you, we gonna beat you? Wait a minute. What about the police that say until he damn near murders you, we can't do shit? What about there's no proof because they know the people think. Yeah, I do. Let me actually. I didn't finish that last thought because, but what I was really trying to say was there's so many instances that there's no one. Oh, there's this one person that told me this. There's two people that told me that. It's so common. I don't know any rapists personal. Well, actually. Yeah, I do. But here's the thing. Here's what we're not gonna do, okay? Because each person's situation is different. So, like, for example, if let's say I had a homegirl that came to me about hypothetically a homegirl that came to me about something that happened to her, right? I'm not finna sit here and go tell her business to somebody because guess what? If she told something or if she hasn't, that's a straight. Wait a minute. You gotta let me finish. I have to let her handle her situation carefully how she needs to do that because I can't just go blow up her business because guess what? She's moving how she needs to move according to her safety. So if I just go sit here and go tell everybody who knows what would happen. So that's her business. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, if somebody raped you, what would you do?
What would I do? Honestly, if I got raped, that person would probably be dead. And even if it wasn't me,
why would they be dead?
Because if it wasn't me, somebody else would kill them, or they would be in jail. Okay, there would be some type of justice.
So what I'm saying is,
like,
that's because the person that would kill that person, they love you, right? So when you say that you've heard people get raped, you'd only step in because you love them?
You said what?
I said that if you said you know a bunch of rape victims, you said, oh, it's like one out of whatever, but at the end of the day, you just said if somebody rapes you, you would kill them, or somebody else would kill them.
And honestly, I say that, but let's be real. I don't know what I would do in that situation. I'm a woman, so at the end of the day, I can say what I.
Let me tell you. No, I'm gonna tell you. No, I'm gonna tell you specifically what to do. No, I'm gonna tell you what. No, I'm gonna tell you what to do. I'm gonna tell you specifically what to do. No, look. Yes, I can, because I'm gonna tell you.
Do you walk down the street and be like,
no, I don't. No, I don't. But I worry. But listen. I have a mom. But listen, I have a mom. Hold on. I'm not. You're not. I'm not saying that. Just let me finish real quick. What I'm saying is, I have a mom. I have a grandma. I have a girlfriend that I love dearly, and I have a bunch of female relatives I do. If any of them got raped, the worst thing they can do is keep it to themselves. That is the word. That is literally what the rapist wants you to do. So the only thing that I have to say is, if you're getting raped, please go to the police. Please talk to somebody. Please, I'm begging you.
So saying that one of the issues or a part of the issue of this whole topic is that women are not speaking up enough?
Yes.
Wow. Okay, so clearly we got some research to do.
If you see something, say
All right, so
something.
this is my question.
But
I like to.
But can I say something? Because I just haven't heard any type of rhetoric about men. We got to give some accountability here. There's no accountability.
Yes, if men didn't rape, that would be great, wouldn't it?
No, I ain't even trying to be on that.
It'd be amazing.
Hold up. Do you know how many men know that they homeboys drugged and raped a girl in a room and didn't say shit?
I don't know. I don't know either.
Exactly, because you're not in that. But I'm saying that's you. So guess what? You're a good-hearted person, right? Not everybody's like that. So you're thinking of it from your perspective. You got to expand that perspective and understand you can't expect yourself in everybody. It's some people that don't give a fuck, and it's some people that act like they do, but really too scared because they love their partner too much. So
don't tell me, because I will snitch.
Okay, so yeah, so you saying you a snitch, but let's not.
If you told me you raped a girl, I will immediately be like, yo, I'm proud of you. 911, I'm on the fucking phone.
But like I said, that's you.
And I heard him.
You don't know all the other men in America.
But I don't know. But all I want to do is perpetuate a culture to where we have men who see something and they say something. If you know your homeboy raped somebody, I hate to say this, but you're ruining lives by not locking this nigga up.
For sure.
Stealing is one thing.
For sure.
That's cool.
But what are the statistics?
That's not cool. But at the same time, if you know you're seeing, I have a mom. I have a grandma.
Yeah.
I would.
What are the statistics?
I would not want them to go through trauma, because at the end of the day, a woman that rape is such a traumatic experience that changes a woman's personality forever, especially when it comes to how she sees men. And so, the last thing I want her to think is all men are evil.
Poverty is traumatic.
I'm going to do what the law expects me to do and see something and say something.
But P, we looking at it the shit one sided, bro. We looking at abortion as the only time is all right to abort somebody is justified as if we can say that the person was raped and so they're dealing with trauma. But bro, poverty is traumatic. Bringing a child into life and you know goddamn well you don't have the funds or the means to do so because you can't afford to live your damn self is a traumatic experience. So okay, we're gonna say, well, they should have thought about that before they did. So well, if that's the case, then if that's the case, then every crime should get the maximum penalty because you should have thought about it before you did. So when you forget the motherfucking me signal, I know I done switched to two things. We done got real broad. I'm saying, broadly speaking, if we're saying that they should have thought before they went into the act, and once they do an act, it's not a mistake because they should have preconceived and known sex is gonna bring a baby, so you shouldn't have sex unless you're ready. Let's just keep it a buck. People are human out here and they living their life. That's great, but people are being human and they're living their life. What I wanted to say is we're thinking about it from the woman's perspective, but let's think about it from a child's perspective because young men get raped and get sexually assaulted too. So let's think about the fact of me being an 11 or 12-year-old young man that can produce sperm and a 31-year-old woman sits on my dick and gets impregnated. Am I supposed to live my life tied to her? Because it's the same shit, bro. We talking about ruining lives.
The reason why I say it's two different things is because one doesn't comprehend the impact of sex. The other one does. Two, what I'm trying to tell you is whenever it comes to accountability, bro, accountability is everything in this world. If you go out throughout this world not being accountable for your consequences, 9 times out of 10, you're going to die in the same tax bracket you were born in. Accountability does have a hierarchy because at the end of the day, if it comes to a situation where I want to know, me personally, I wish they had this statistic where they showed how much of an abortion when a woman had an abortion, how much did her life improve? Where was her life at whenever pre-abortion, and where was her life at post-abortion? The thing is, most people, 95% of people, die in the same tax bracket they're born in. So for us to assume that, oh, she's not ready for a baby, oh, I'm not financially, you'll never be financially ready for a baby. That's the sad fact about it. The statistics show that you'll never be financially ready for a baby in your situation, because most people die in the same tax bracket that they're born in. And the reason why I say that is because accountability is everything. If you have no accountability for your actions as far as having willing sex between both partners or consensual sex, and not knowing that a baby is going to happen if it's unprotected or you're not practicing abstinence, that's just basically saying that person is dumb and that they're a fool. I have more faith in American people.
No, fuck that. No, more fools in the world.
It is more fools in the world, but at the end of the day, I want people to realize the consequences of their actions. Same thing with rapists. If you rape somebody, you should expect to go to jail. You should expect it, because this is not a rape culture. As much as people want to propagate or whatever, perpetuate that America supports a rape culture, no, it doesn't. It starts with men seeing something and saying something. Same thing with women. Because the reason why I say we're not a rape culture is because rape is illegal, and the minimum for rape is like 15 years.
Each breaking of the law has to be proven. And so we go back to the fact we asked if women are speaking out. There are many women speaking out, but who believes them? You asked me, do I know people that have dealt with that situation? I know numerous women. In fact, every woman I've dated in my life has dealt with sexual assault. More than half of them have gone and reported the sexual assault, but it was overlooked because there's not enough proof, or why were you even in the person's house? Just because I'm in somebody's house, just because I'm on a date with somebody, just because I'm intoxicated does not mean that I'm welcoming somebody to penetrate me. Pause. You feel me? All jokes aside, but I'm just keeping it a buck. There are different.
And then how do we not celebrate rape culture? I'm gonna argue against that. How do we not celebrate rape culture? American is rape culture. We got artists like. All these artists, literally, it's a joke, and rap is art and it's figurative a lot of the time. So there's an extent where we can say, okay, there's storytelling, it's art. But there's so many lyrics about putting shit in women's drinks and raping them and date rape, and no one gives a fuck. So it's in our culture to, oh, she wanted this, she was wearing this, oh, that girl fast, she was wearing this, oh, she's overdeveloped, she's talking to boy, she fast, that little hoe, she was sucking dick behind a trash can. We don't give a fuck. There, honestly, I've heard more than one, and so
I'll tell you, there's one rapper who I've heard more who bragged about it. There's a rapper who bragged about it, and you want to give it a name? I'll drop the name right now. You ready? It's a rapper we all know and love. Cardi B. Did she not brag about drugging men whenever it came down to sexual business?
Why do we remember one person, but when there's
because Bill Cosby and R. Kelly are in jail,
check this out. Why?
And she's not.
No.
Predator.
What I'm saying is this. I believe in equal everything, but what I'm saying is this: when there's a long line of men saying these things in the music and actually doing those things, and wait a minute. And actually doing those things and stuff like that, when there's a line of rappers that have said it and done it or whatever, and then you have a Cardi B that supposedly said and done it, why nothing for them? But now we're going, oh, look, Cardi B, there's a woman doing it, so it's, hey, no, we're not doing that. Like, consistently there has been male rappers talking about date rape drugs in music casually, nigga. All you gotta do is just start listening to music. You gonna casually find one. Like now. Look, all of the stuff when you're asking me specifics with everything you're asking, all of the things that you're asking me specifics for, they're things that are so saturated with those topics that I can't be like, oh, this, that. I can maybe give you one or two, but there are so many that I can't go, oh, this. Shit. I heard shit. I could say I heard questionable shit that, you know, we might have to go back and kind of listen to or maybe find, but I've definitely heard questionable shit that, you know, like it can be looked at, but that's not to say, oh, like we're hearing this line from this artist, go charge them now. You see what I'm saying? I'm just saying that it's in our culture with the whole that date rape thing. That's in our culture. It's very casual and normalized. Literally, the movie fucking White Chicks, that's our favorite movie. But wait a minute, quick thought. If you go back, Latrell put a date rape drug in her drink so she could look more loose. Remember that scene she ended up switching the drink, and they was like, "Where's Latrell?" He was like, "Brr." He was dancing because he ended up she ended up switching it.
In the movie, was that person the protagonist?
It was made to be light. Look, this is what I'm saying.
Were they the protagonists? Like, were they the hero or the?
Who?
Latrell was an antagonist.
No, he was supposed to be a protagonist.
Protagonist is a hero.
Yeah, I know.
Bad guy.
Latrell was not a bad guy.
Terry Crews, Latrell.
He may have said you are not white at the end, but he wasn't. He was like in the middle. The villain was the dude, Vandergilt. That was the antagonist.
Okay, I feel you.
But he wasn't really he was just one of the side characters. But in the scene, literally, he asked some dude, "How can I loot?"
Dedicated to proving the point that drug and
Hold on a second. In the movie, there's a scene. It's a whole comedy movie. It's not a serious movie. But in the scene, there's a very light scene about Latrell, Terry Crews, and he's trying to loosen the white girl up. And he asks the dude, "Hey, I'm trying to loosen her up, whatever. Hey, just slip some of this in her drink." He slips some of that in her drink. He's like, "Okay, because I'm trying to dance." And then she looks at her drink. She sees something fizzling in there. She trades drinks. He grabs the drinks.
White Chicks about the detective.
Yes. Yes.
So did any of them slip anything into somebody's drink?
No. So, but you see how we always gotta go search for if the victim did something wrong. But anyway, but look. So what I'm saying is, look. So she switched the drinks, and then she let Terry Crews drink it, and then it was like, "Where's Latrell?" He was like, "Brr." He couldn't stop dancing. That's a lighthearted version of date rape drugs. But think about it. He gave her something in her drink that was fizzing without her permission to make her get more loose. Come on. Like that's culture. That's a popular American movie, and I love that movie. But now that I'm thinking about it, hey, wait a minute. You know what I'm saying? That's weird.
It's widely known to not leave your drink around.
Yep, that's the first thing my mom taught me was don't leave your drink down. At 16, why she teaching me that?
It's a common thing. Somebody
it's that common.
And try to run up in your ass and try to rob you. Just how it goes.
So.
I hear everything y'all are saying, man. No, I'm glad we was able to drag that out. That was beautiful. I love talking to y'all, man. But yeah, dog. I personally feel like I said, pro-choice. I mean, pro-life.
I'm pro-choice for sure.
I'm pro. Do what the fuck you want to do as long as it's not hurting nobody.
All right, we're here. So pro-choice. Man, we're good. I got another topic. This is a little heavy topic. I didn't know we reached the 50-minute mark. Ooh, this is gonna be fun editing this. But I love talking to y'all, man. Y'all are really outspoken, like for real. Like I'm thankful for. We might agree to disagree. That's what I'm here for. If we were to agree all on one thing, this would be a boring ass podcast. Would you agree? You know what I'm saying? So, the next topic I just wanted to talk about, this might be our last topic. I was trying to get to a few more others. How do y'all feel about TikTok?
I think TikTok is a wonderful platform. Look here. I'm a creative. There are a lot of creatives that are popping on there. There are a lot of people that are able to express themselves on there. And I'm an advocate for being yourself and being able to express yourself in a positive way. So on that extent, I think it's cool. On another extent, on another tip, I think that, it is a tool that's being used to help fuck up the rap game, because I guess based on attention spans, we can only tune in to 15 to 30 seconds of a tune, and that's enough to make some shit, be platinum and popular and so on and so forth. So those are my 2 takes on it. But to each his own, it is what it is.
What was the question? Oh, it's great. It's cool. I don't feel no way about TikTok.
Well, let me give y'all a little bit of history behind the company of TikTok. TikTok is a Chinese organization, company. Right now, many of our top analysts, when it comes to politics and stuff like that, are urging you to delete TikTok off your phone. To the Chinese. And let me tell you something. TikTok in China and TikTok in America are 2 different things. TikTok in China basically shows science projects, shows art projects. It gives you facts. It's a nice little thing. And even TikTok in China even has it has a time limit where if you're on the app for like 15, 20 minutes, it shuts down. You know what I'm saying? So it protects their people from online influence. Yeah, screen time, basically. TikTok in America, it's crack, and it propagates the ideology of, I guess, sex, genders. No, hold on.
Who you tune into now?
Hold on. What I'm saying is, because I downloaded it a few weeks ago, and I haven't followed anybody. I was just randomly scrolling through the explore page, and what I noticed about TikTok is it was pushing a lot of pride ideology, which I have no problem with people being who they are. But I had to sit back and I had to think about it for a second. I was wondering why I don't fall into that community. I respect that community, but I don't fall into that community. So why is TikTok showing me these type of things? And then it just goes a little bit deeper, and then I start realizing like maybe there's an algorithm for our nation, for our culture, and there's a reason why the Chinese want us to see these things. Am I tripping? Do I sound like I got a 10 file? You think I'm reaching? I just personally just find it weird how gender videos and videos about trans and videos about LGBT pride is banned in China, but in America, when they push the TikTok algorithm, it's the first thing you see.
Yeah, that ain't got nothing to do with China. That's America ass that want to do that. You know what I'm saying? And we go back to talking about, it's funny how things line right on up, because we just said that America wasn't a rape culture, but then we just bounced back to saying that America is pushing pride on us. From the early points of civilization, niggas was conquering lands and everything like that. Rape, sodomy was used as a means of displaying power. The kings would rape their slaves, their warriors. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But before the civilization country and shit we got.
The king, in order for a king to consummate a marriage, he had to have sex with your wife.
Yeah, all that shit. Yeah, all that shit. So people were raping to flex power back in the gap. So I feel, this is personally, I don't have no facts to back this up, but I feel like homosexuality is, especially towards men, especially towards black men, demasculinization of black men is pushed in America because black men, through melanin, through our DNA, we are set out to be the strongest, pure DNA creatures on Earth. All right, man, I'm just saying this is scientific facts. These scientific facts. I'm sorry. And
we all got smartphones, right? We can all look at
we can look it up the facts, man. You know what I'm saying? This is melanin. Melanin is in your DNA, and when you have lack of melanin, it takes down, your brain. I ain't no scientist, so I can't give you all the facts. You look it up yourself. But lack of melanin fucks you up, skin wise, DNA wise, mental wise, so on and so forth. So I do feel like America, some secret organization, conspiracy theory shit, they want to show the the strongest man. They want to display him as the weakest, hence why majority of our major label rap artists, which, you know, rap is the biggest genre in music today, they're very, very feminine, extremely feminine. And so I feel like TikTok in America is pushing pride just because LGBTQ is pushed in America right now, period. It's that new millennium kind of thing to where sexual fluidity and, you know, not having to choose, being able to choose who you want to be is major in our society right now through social media, being able to rebrand yourself, through having sex changes and so on and so forth. So that be who you want to be freedom thing is being pushed to the extremes of itself in America right now. And so that's why I think why it's over here and not in China.
That's nice. I like how that was elegant speaking. That for me, that was a little theory that I had in my head, just thinking about. It needs a little bit more research. Next time we do the podcast, we'll come back with some research.
And then, as far as LGBTQ, the reason why we see it so much in our media is because inclusion, marketing wise, you want to hit all parameters on your inclusion spectrum so that you can get the widest market range for who you can sell to. So when you target minorities, i.e. African American or Hispanic, and homosexual, that is like a large minority target base. So when you hit them, you bring inclusion full. You can hit it like two birds with one stone almost. If you show a ethnic person, a urban person, and they're homosexual in mass media, then you've killed two birds with one stone. You're giving all inclusion, and people are gonna think you're for the culture, you're for the people. So that's why I feel like it's just pushed on us so much through every aspect because they trying to get that money.
So you saying it's reasons. Well, we're gonna end it right there. I had fun. With you. You was good. No problem. My boy Tricky, man. Love this nigga, man. I can't wait to see you perform tomorrow. Where can the people find you, bro?
I say, man, y'all can find me on all platforms. Tricky Dicky, TRIKKYDICKY. You know what I'm saying? Follow me, holler at me. I talk back.
Yes, sir. And you can find me on IG. Your pops ain't got no bread. Look for the Ultimate Vision podcast on Spotify. We got an RSS feed. I'm trying to go ahead and get it over to YouTube and just a few other platforms so we can go ahead and get it straight. But man, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Everybody being here. We're going ahead. You want to drop your IG? Come on. You want people to follow you or nah? That's cool. It's cool. Hey, you good. You did very good today. I didn't mean to pressure y'all with questions. I didn't mean to pressure. You did very good today, and I didn't mean to pressure. I pressure with questions because I legitimately got questions. Of course. And that's basically all we got for today, man. Tune in for the next one, y'all. You'll be seeing clips of this on IG and stuff like that. But I hope y'all don't hate us for our opinions. For real. Nah, we good. As long as we talk truthful, we good. They can't be mad at us. Love y'all. Be safe. We'll see y'all in the next episode. Peace.